subscribers now and have a lot of favorite creators. So I thought that I would give it a shot myself and create a video. And if you all like it, maybe continue to make some more in the future. I'm very new to video making. So you'll have to let me know if the sound quality is good, anything I can improve on. Definitely open to feedback. But today, for my first video, what I wanted to do is I actually just got home from the grocery store. I was at Aldi, one of my favorite German grocery stores, if any of you've ever heard of it. And what I bought, I did a lot of shopping actually, but something interesting I found that I wanted to try and review for you all are these fuchsia, not sure if I'm saying that right, white meat chicken egg rolls. Now, I'm a really big fan of Asian food and egg rolls, so I figured this would be a nice treat, a little snack before I actually go have a tennis match in a little bit. Good pre-workout fuel. So I whip these up, and it comes with sweet and sour sauce in packets. I have a little extra over here just in case. So first time trying these, gonna do a little tasting and review for you all. And I also have here just a simple salad. It's just lettuce, purple cabbage, carrots, some cheese garlic croutons, and some homemade creamy Italian dressing that I make myself. It's actually kind of semi-homemade because some of the stuff is already pre-prepared, but I can talk about that simple recipe in another video if you all are interested. So let's give these a taste. So essentially it's just white meat chicken with your basic egg roll filling, some vegetables. It's actually really delicious. I'm kind of surprised. A lot of times when you get, different kind of frozen things, it can be a hit or miss. So it's really nice. This is actually pretty delicious and pretty crispy too. I actually whipped these up in the microwave, so very impressed. I've been recently on kind of a health food kick, so trying to make sure I count calories and have a good ratio of fats and proteins to carbs, and really trying to be a lot healthier recently. And these actually score pretty high up there. They're actually not that bad at all. One egg roll with sauce only has 170 calories, which is not bad at all. So 340 for these two. 10 grams of fat total combined together, 5 each. 42 carbs all together, which will be good for a pre-workout, some quick energy. And then 14 grams of protein all together. So pretty balanced, not too heavy in calories, not too heavy in fat. And they taste delicious. So very impressed with these. I started watching ASMR. Gosh, it's been probably about 5 years ago now, almost. Around my senior year of high school, freshman year of college. And I found it really interesting because when I was actually in maybe kindergarten and very young elementary school, whenever my teachers would help me out one-on-one, maybe whisper in my ear, going over math problems, I would always get this very relaxing sensation. almost like it was lulling me to sleep. And growing up, I never knew exactly what it was until, you know, about 5 years ago when I discovered ASMR, and I found out that the relaxation and the feeling was the response that your body creates, the tingles. So it was really great for me to finally find out where it came from. These are delicious. I just have to say again, these are at Aldi. It's a German grocery store, Aldi. Some people say Aldi. Very impressed. I would definitely recommend picking these up. I think they were maybe $2.29 or so. So not that expensive at all. You get 4 good size ones. They're not skimpy at all. You definitely get your money's worth. So yeah, definitely recommend these. 10 out of 10 at Aldi. But it was back to my original story. Y'all will figure out that I am very, very quote unquote ADD sometimes. Sometimes when I tell a story, I'll get off on another tangent and tell another story. But anyway, so it was really great to finally discover ASMR in general, and I've been hooked ever since. Get a little bit of my salad here. Those egg rolls are so delicious. I'm forgetting about my healthier part of the meal. And if you guys enjoy this video, I'd love to go over some of my favorite creators that I've watched over the years and kind of taken some tips from. And I'm definitely not a pro at this. Obviously, I will be looking into equipment if the first few videos go well, and looking into different lightings and different ways I can grow the channel if you all enjoy it. I like a really simple salad. As you can see, not too many veggies. But the dressing is delicious. Actually, I'll go ahead and spill my little secret quick recipe for you. The homemade creamy Italian dressing is literally just, you can find it at the store. It's the Olive Garden Italian dressing that is normally served at Olive Garden with their salad. And then I mix that with, I wouldn't exactly say equal parts. It's probably about 2/3 Italian dressing and 1/3 of your favorite mayo. And you can maybe add a little sour cream too if you wanted to make it a little creamier, but it creates the most delicious creamy Italian dressing that really just kind of makes a salad a little bit more filling than if you were using a regular Italian. And so I'm kind of obsessed with that little hack that I kind of discovered. You know, I love croutons, but one thing I've never understood about them is how they expect you to get them on your fork without them breaking in two. So you always kind of have to finagle with it a little bit. So a little bit about me too. I wanted to kind of intro you guys to how I got into ASMR before I went into about me specifically. But my name is Matthew. I live in Eastern North Carolina. Have all my life. So definitely my home stomping grounds. Definitely a Southern boy at heart. I'm currently in university. About to start my senior year. my psychology major. So that's super exciting, almost finished. I'll be graduating May of 2020. And I also have been working in the cosmetic industry for about 4 years now coming up. I'm currently a regional makeup artist for Lancome or Lancome, if any of you have ever heard of the French cosmetic brand. So I get to travel around the state here and there and work at different counter events and do cosmetic applications and facials, which I really, really enjoy. I always have loved the cosmetic industry. I've worked at Sephora and Ulta, if you all are familiar with those stores. So I've been around, but now I work for the brand. So I'm specifically sent to stores that sell Lancome, but really, really passionate about that. I also play tennis quite a bit. I've been playing tennis pretty regularly for about 10 years. I played all throughout high school and had a lot of success with it. Love the sport. And I also sing. Now, the singing I've never actually done professionally, but I grew up in church, so I was in the choir and I used to sing specials, and I used to do, you know, some things back home, funerals and things like that. So I kind of was raised up on the gospel music, if you will. So that's a little bit about my interests. I have 2 gorgeous kitties. Maybe you'll get to see them one day in a video. I have a black male cat who, when I named him, I did not know he was a male cat. I actually thought that he was a female. So the name is actually from one of my favorite childhood shows, and some of you may actually know. His name is Luna, for all you Sailor Moon fans out there. I always wanted to have a cat named Luna because I love the show so much. And so even when I found out that he was a boy, I still kept the name. We tried Mr. Luna for a while, but that didn't really catch on. So he is my 2-year-old black male cat. And then I also have my precious little girl, Callie. She is about 1.5 years old, and she is a calico. So she has a mixture of orange and gray, tan, and white. She just has a beautiful, beautiful color. So she's my precious little princess. So maybe you'll get to see them one day soon. Also, I'm just drinking just regular Nestle Pure Life water, trying to be healthy and stay away from soda, which is not easy for me. And before I go and wrap up this first video, honestly, just to say again, I'm really, really impressed with the Fuchsia Asian Inspirations white meat chicken egg rolls. Chicken, crisp vegetables and spices in an egg roll wrapper, includes sweet and sour sauce, and honestly recommend. They're delicious. I'm gonna check next time I go to Aldi and see if they have any more stuff from this brand. Very impressed. And then before I go, because I do have my tennis match in a little bit, I wanted to also have a little sweet treat with you guys. I also picked this up at Aldi. It is the Moser Roth Private Chocolatiers Dark Sea Salt Chocolate. I'm a big chocolate lover. However, recently, I've been trying to eat more dark chocolate because it's healthier, lower in calories. Trust me, I am a big Snickers and Hershey's lover. So trying to do a little bit more of a healthy alternative. So let's open this up. Oh, very cool. So that was actually one of the things I was wondering in the grocery store. A lot of times with packaging like this, it's hard to keep things fresh because, you know, you're not able to really seal it back. So it's really pleasantly surprised to see, oops, stand back up there, buddy. Really surprised to see that these come in their own individual wrappers. And you'll see me do a lot of tapping. I've always loved crinkling sounds. It's beautiful. I've always thought that dark chocolate looks so beautiful. It's so shiny. And I guess the sea salt is incorporated inside. Love that sound. Let's give it a taste. Wow. That's really impressive. This is delicious. Now, I'm not exactly sure. Some of them have like the cacao percentage. I'm not seeing the percentage on this one, but it is dark chocolate, and I'll be honest, it's delicious. I'm really impressed with both things I've purchased today from Aldi. Only 140 calories per bar. I probably won't eat the entire bar, but very, very delicious. So also recommend the Moser Roth Private Chocolatiers Dark Sea Salt Chocolate Bars from Aldi. And I think this was like maybe $1.50, so very affordable too. And a lot healthier than the delicious Hershey bar that I also love dearly.